Hey everybody, welcome to a new video. You do see the title. This is the final, I guess you could say, informational release. This is what I promised. I've been talking about this for a few days, a few weeks now, where I've been telling you that I've been on a mission to discover how is it that you can be banned from Redbubble or Teepublic or both and be able to create new accounts into the future. I want to be very, very clear, guys. This is not going to be for everybody. Not because I'm saying that out of arrogance or anything like that. Please don't take me wrong. I'm saying this out of need. Not everybody has this issue. So I want to be clear on that. You know, usually when I talk about things like the Redbubble tag course, the POD design course, that could be for a lot of people. But in this case, this product is not for a lot of people. What this is this is a guide to show you step by step, very, very intricately, how I was able to create accounts after being permanently banned off these two platforms. Now, I want to be clear. The accounts that I have that generate income are not permanently banned. In fact, I still have them and everything's fine. However, during the journey of me creating accounts, relatively recently, I went on a journey to discover not only how to get banned, but more importantly, what does an individual do after they get banned if they still want to be on these platforms. And what I realized is that it's not as simple as people think, okay? And I could just tell you this right now. A lot of people think that adding the same payment details will cause you to get banned. That is not true. That is one of the biggest falsehoods. It is not true. I repeat, it is not true. In fact, if you create an account and you put information, certain payment details, and that account gets banned, and you create a new account using this method, and you add the exact same payment details, you will not, and I repeat, you will not be banned. So, like I said, the way this came about was, very simply put, I saw certain individuals selling approved Redbubble and Teepublic accounts for about $100 each, with no sales on them, with no growth, but $100 each. Now, if you guys remember, and some of you might not remember this, but I wrote a post in the community tab of our YouTube channel, and I asked, I did a poll, I asked you guys, I said, would you pay $100 for a Redbubble account with no sales? Almost everybody said no. They said, what's the point? What I didn't mention is that, this is, people are selling these accounts for individuals who are banned. Instead of that, I wanted to create a solution for individuals who need to have the ability to create their own accounts, as opposed to paying $100 for an account with no sales on it. That was my whole goal with this. And the reason why it was a goal to begin with was simply because every single day I would, and still till today, I get messages from people every day saying, I am banned from Redbubble. What should I do? Every day they say this. And I am a big believer now at this point into the game, after creating over 35,000 designs, after having 4 virtual assistants that work for me on a daily basis, producing 60 designs a day for me. I am a big proponent and believer that I will not sit there and waste time begging these companies that I can get access to those accounts back again. It's not going to happen. And I don't think you guys should either. Because the reality is when these guys dump you and they throw you in the trash the way they do to so many other people, they're not going to care to answer even your email. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say with this is that they're not going to give you what you want. So you have to take what you want. And I figured out a method how to do that. Now, before we get the haram police on me, I'm not telling you to scam. I'm not telling you to lie. I'm not telling you to do anything bad. All I'm simply saying is what you're doing with this guide is you're getting yourself a second chance. A second chance at a platform that you have been previously banned on for either doing nothing at all, that's wrong, or doing something wrong. Let's face it. Not everybody who gets banned does something wrong. Some people do and some people don't, right? I have people that openly admit on this YouTube channel in the comments section saying, you know what, I admit it, I was copying people's work. I posted it on my Redbubble account. I'm banned. What should I do? And then I have other people who said, I've never done anything wrong. I've never done anything whatsoever. And I still gotten banned. In fact, when I go back to create new accounts, they're still getting banned. And so that's what I also who want to help. Both individuals, both groups, the innocent and the not so innocent. Because the not so innocent, let's face it, they're going to have to learn from their mistakes. They're going to have to realize that what they've done is simply not going to work, and it's going to cause them to get banned again, i.e. the individuals who are stealing people's work, the individuals who are maybe using copyrighted terms that they shouldn't be doing, maybe using spam-type designs that just, I don't know, Redbubble deems to be spam and garbage. I don't really know who are these individuals, right? I don't know them personally. There are people who are commenting in the YouTube comments, obviously, saying they banned me, what should I do? Let's go ahead and be clear and define what being banned actually is. So there's two types of issues with Redbubble and Teepublic. You have a suspension and you have a ban. If you're a common watcher of this YouTube channel, you're a viewer, you're a subscriber, you're a family member here, you know the difference. The difference is a suspension is simply when that store is deleted. This happens a lot of the times, but that doesn't necessarily mean you as an identity are banned off the platform. Now, the email that they typically send to people are typically the same, saying, hey, your store has been closed down. That is typically the same email. However, there are individuals who can, after getting their store closed down, aka suspended, they can go create more accounts and they're fine. I can tell you that I had this personal experience. When I was creating accounts for my virtual assistants, one of my virtual assistants, I don't know how, I don't know what they did, but the account was banned. And I told this story before. After the account was banned, I went ahead and created more accounts for them. Everything was perfectly fine. But it got to a point where things didn't become perfectly fine anymore. It got to the point where I would become permanently banned. When I say permanently banned, every other account I tried to create in the future was not permitted, and it was banned within the next morning that I checked. So, for example, if I would create an account at night, not even add information to it. I wake up in the morning, I check if the account is still live, active. Maybe it doesn't have to have any designs on it or any information. Just I want to see if I even have access to it, and it says, nope, this store was suspended. So that is the difference between a permanent ban or a ban and a suspension, okay? Two completely different things. If you are an individual who is suspended from Redbubble, meaning your store was deleted, you really don't need this. This is not for you. You don't have to spend your money on this. This is not needed. Because you can go out there and you can create new accounts perfectly fine, right? By the way, for anybody who's curious, what's the price of this product? It's $20. $19.99. It's $20. I kept it very, very cheap because, frankly, this is not a course. It's just simply a guide showing what I did to be able to create new accounts after a ban. That's simply it. Now, to be clear, what are you getting? You're simply getting a big, long article of exactly what I did, how I came about my ideology, and you're also getting a video and a quick guide. So I have a long guide, a quick guide, and a video. The long guide is that huge article thing that you're going to see when you enter, okay? Obviously, I'm not going to show it here because that's going to contain the actual contents of the product. But it's basically, if you're interested on the psychology aspect of how I figured it out, you can, and like my whole, like CSI kind of investigation type of thing, how I figured it out, you can go ahead and read the long article. If you want the quick guide, right? The quick guide is just simply how you can solve the issue. That's it. How you can solve the issue very quickly. And then there's a video in there. The video is the first thing that you're going to see. The video is about a half hour long. I think either a little bit less or a little bit more, but it's a half hour long, roughly. And basically, I think it could be 38 minutes or 28 minutes. I can't remember. But regardless, I filmed the video, and the video is me explaining everything in the long form. And so to be clear, I don't know if you guys know this board game. It's kind of like a board game where essentially you have this box of identities of people. And your competitor, the person across from you, has the same thing. And you are supposed to ask questions to your competitor about the individual that they selected out of this box, right? And you're supposed to ask me the same thing. And based on my questions, I would put down on my box every single individual who does not apply that you've selected. And then basically at the end of the questions, I can figure out, or you figure out, and whoever figures it out first is the winner, figures out who is selected, right? That is essentially the baseline of what I did here. What I did here was I thought of every single possibility of how an individual can be banned, right? More importantly, how an individual can be permanently banned. Not banned, but permanently banned. Because I don't really care why they got banned. I care about why they can't create new accounts, right? That's essentially what I'm saying here. So I came up with a list of every single possible scenario. And very strategically and very skillfully, I went down the line, step by step, topic by topic, segment by segment, going over what can be the possible reasons why an individual cannot create more accounts. And I tested it in real time. And I came out with certain ideologies. And these ideologies, I was able to verify them based on other future experiences, which led me to eventually my solution of how I came about discovering how you can actually create accounts without being permanently banned into the future. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and say straight up, there is no portion of this guide where I communicate with Redbubble or Teepublic. If you're somebody who's going to order this guide, you're never going to have to sit there and email Teepublic and beg them for their forgiveness, okay? You're never going to have to beg them for the forgiveness of Teepublic, saying, hey, I messed up, I'm sorry, because guess what? Before all of this, I tried that. I on the accounts that I got banned, and thank God they weren't money-making accounts because they were brand new. I had not even been able to even add information to them. They were brand new. I emailed Teepublic. I emailed Redbubble over and over asking, hey, can you please let me know? Hey, can you please let me know? And I even used their forms on their website. Over and over, maybe 7 to 8 emails on each platform for each account. No reply. For weeks, not a single reply. So then I said, okay, I have to take matters into my own hands. I have to figure out now how to create more accounts because those accounts are the reason why I'm permanently banned. I cannot create any more accounts. And I figured it out. And the reason why I could say I figured it out is because I have brand new accounts today that I'm using, that I'm uploading to, that have nothing to do with my older accounts. In fact, my older accounts, my 17 older accounts that have made me money, I will never log in again because I don't want to risk losing that work that I already put in for a whole entire year of doing 60 designs a day. So that's it. That's all I got to say. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment below if you happen to want to enroll. There's no crazy landing page or crazy, website here. This is very simple. If you want to simply get access to the guide of how I learned how to do it, you can enroll. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I totally understand that this is not going to be for everybody. I know some people don't have an issue like this, and I get it, and some people do. So I'll leave the link in the description, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.